After visiting many monasteries and exploring all the cultural sites in and around Leh, and learning about Buddhism and its influence on the locals, we were ready to explore Ladakh beyond its cultural roots. The most awaited and exciting part of the trip was finally here. We had begun our journey from Leh to the most iconic location in Ladakh, the Pangong Lake. The drive from Leh to Pangong was a bit bumpy and unsteady, but it was truly a beautiful one. The rugged landscape and deserted roads made us feel like we were on another planet. Remember to carry some food with you while you're traveling on this route because there are hardly any eating joints along the way and the journey is pretty long. One of the highlights of the road trip was crossing Changla Pass, which is one of the second highest motorable passes in the world. We stopped here for 10 minutes for a quick tea break and to soak in the view of the mountains that towered all around us. It's not advisable to linger here for long because of high altitude sickness, so we quickly took some pictures and left for the journey onwards. The road conditions were slightly better now and we were cruising at a decent speed. We again passed through some very beautiful and varied landscapes with a mix of rivers, water streams, dunes and lush green patches. It was such a dreamy sight to see wild horses and yaks grazing on meadow grasslands. We also spotted a few Himalayan mammoths popping out of their burrows one after the other. The moment that we had been waiting for was finally here. The very first glimpse of the Pangong Lake from a distance left us spellbound. It was phenomenal. The reflection of the barren mountains and the clear blue sky on the waters of Pangong was a sight that will remain etched in our hearts forever. As we reached the lake, we quickly checked into the first cottage that we saw. The accommodation in Pangong is pretty basic and limited, and you might just have to stay in a tent. In terms of food, your safest bet would be Maggie and omelette. Honestly, we were so awestruck by the blue lake that food didn't even matter. After a cup of hot tea, we set out towards the lake to see and feel its mesmerizing beauty up close. A lot of people who come here usually do a day trip from Leh and return back the same day. Pangong is not one of those places you visit just to check it off your list. It's something you must experience. Spend some time here, reconnect with nature, and feel the peace flow through you. Get an extra day off and make sure to spend the night here. It got really cold in the evening, so after spending a couple of hours by the lake, we went back to our cottage and enjoyed a warm meal. The next morning, we were excited to get up in time for the sunrise, but since it rained all night, the sky was cloudy. Nonetheless, the morning was beautiful and the lake looked like a different color altogether. We walked up to the lake one last time, hoping to fill our eyes and minds with as many images of this beautiful place as possible.
तो ये कितना डीप है ये लेक?
इसका तो गहराई बहुत ही ज़्यादा है। जो गोताखोर आए थे वो नाप नहीं पाए थे इसका। और ये पानी खारा है, नमकीन।
तो पूरा साल फिर आपका ये खुला रहता है कॉटेज?
पूरा साल नहीं, ये अक्टूबर 20 तक रहेगा। हाँ जी।
तो सर्दियों में फिर आप बोल रहे थे कि ये
सर्दियों में ये पूरा आइस हो जाएगा।
पूरा लेक आइस हो जाएगा?
हाँ जी।
मतलब चल सकते हो ऊपर?
हाँ जी, इसको पूरा चल सकते हैं आप। आपकी गाड़ी भी चल सकती
गाड़ी भी चल जाएगी?
हाँ जी। और इस साल ये यहाँ पर मैराथन होगा सर्दियों में, जनवरी में।
मैराथन मतलब कहाँ ये?
इस लेक के
लेक के ऊपर मैराथन है?
ऐसा है।
तो काफ़ी टूरिस्ट आता है?
हाँ जी, हाँ जी।
पहले कम आता होगा ना, अभी काफ़ी आता है?
अभी तो बहुत ही, इस साल तो पूरा पैक ही था।
पूरा बैक था।
हाँ जी।
As we made our way back to the car to begin our journey for Nubra Valley, I remember glancing back at the lake and promising myself to be back here again.